Hello, I'm back again on here doing yet another YouTube video for today after my Merv Griffin's Crosswords playthrough. And I decided to just go ahead and showcase an updated Dreamcast collection video. As you can see, all my Dreamcast games are right here. First off, we're going to start off with, and by the way, I got a lot of new games. Well, maybe not a lot, but I got some new games since I last showcased this collection. First game is Capcom vs. SNK, which is a pretty unique fighting game, I guess. I'm going to put these right here for now. Next, Crazy Taxi, which I also have on the PlayStation 2. Which, this is a pretty solid game. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, there's one game I have that I will not show because it doesn't work all the way through, and that is Rayman 2. I should point that out real quick. And this next game does not have the case, the original case, but it does have a case in it, and that is Crazy Taxi 2 for the Sega Dreamcast. Which, it's pretty good. First one, I guess, is better. Next up is the first multi-disc game I have, and that is a horror game called D2. Now, the first D, I believe, was on the Sega Saturn, but which I don't have a Saturn, but I might get, if I do get it, I might get that game. And up next is an RPG. Really, this is only one disc, but there's a soundtrack to it. That's why it's in a multi-disc case, and that is Grandia 2. One of the best RPGs you can play. Next to Final Fantasy VII and stuff like that. Yeah, sorry if I'm moving too much, but I just want to get these out of the way. Next, I don't remember getting this one. Oh, I think I do now. It's the King of Fighters Dream Match 99. I don't remember getting this one, really. But I guess this is good. I'll have to play it some more often. Now, here is another really good game. Some people might not like it, but I, as a fan of this band, really like this game right here, and that is Kiss Psycho Circus: The Nightmare Child. I only played through this once, and I was real sick, but I really enjoyed it. I might play it again at some point. Could be after this video, I don't know. Probably not, though, because I got Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze on. Switch version we're talking about. Next up, I'm going to cover up the price tag for this one because it's pretty expensive. And that is Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I had the first game on the PS1. And this one, I guess, is a good sequel. Yeah, here's Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze right there. Probably shouldn't have shown that, but that's alright. No, it's not, I don't think it's copyrighted or anything. Maybe it is, I don't know. Next up is Resident Evil Code Veronica for the Dreamcast. Now, I do also have Code Veronica X on the PlayStation 2, which is this game essentially, except this game is 2 discs, and the PS2 version of Code Veronica X is 1 disc. And next, The Ring: Terror's Realm. Based off the Ring movie franchise, which I've not seen any of those films. But I have this game right here, and it's actually not bad. If you like horror games and stuff. And this next game right here is an ultimate classic for Sega Dreamcast fans. And that is Shenmue. Now, Shenmue 2, we didn't initially get on the Dreamcast, but we did get it for the Xbox. And then there's also Shenmue 3 on the PS4 and Xbox One, I believe. Maybe not the Xbox One, but this right here is probably the best Sega Dreamcast game I ever played. This is actually the first multi-disc game I ever finished, believe it or not. And I really liked it. Next up, Sonic Adventure for the Sega Dreamcast. Now, I do know that there's going to be a third Sonic the Hedgehog movie coming out this December, so but I probably won't watch it in theaters because it's so close. That's because it'll be so close to Christmas right then. But we'll see. I'll probably get it whenever it comes out next year on Blu-ray, or at least I'm guessing it's next year. Oh shoot! Bear with me, folks. Sonic Adventure 2, which this game is the original version of what later on became Sonic Adventure 2 Battle for the GameCube, and also there was Sonic Adventure DX, which is a remake of Sonic Adventure 1, which I just showed. This game's pretty good. I've got people coming in now, but I'll wait. And next up, Sonic Shuffle. Not the best Sonic game of all time, but I think the worst one might be Sonic Spinball for the Sega Genesis. Maybe the Game Gear version might be worse. I've not played it yet, I don't think, but anyway, up next is a fighting game called Soul Calibur, which there's the sequel to this came out on the GameCube, PS2, and Xbox. The GameCube you could play as Link. The PS2 you could play as one of the characters from Tekken. I can't remember the name off the top of my head. And Spawn is the character for the Xbox version that you can play. In terms of exclusive characters, that is. And up next is a game based off of an anime. Now, I don't have the original case, but I do have the manual for it. Actually, no, I take that back. This is not what I thought it was, but I'm talking about another game. I'll show it in a minute, but this game right here is Spider-Man. Forgive me for my mistake, folks, but this does not have the case, and neither does that other game I'm talking about. They both start with S too, so but this game right here, this is the best version of Spider-Man 2000 right here. And by the way, once I get done with this, I will pick these games back up and put them in their spot. Up next is Street Fighter 3 Double Impact, which I guess this is pretty interesting if you like Street Fighter. Street Fighter 2, I think, is the most popular one, though. Now, here's the game that I was initially talking about. The game based off the anime, and that is Sword of the Berserk, Guts Rage. Yeah, just if you can hear any noise in the background, just ignore it. This game's not bad. People playing in there, I guess. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 is next. Which, this is pretty good. I had the first Tony Hawk for the N64, although it might not be the best version to play. The PS1 version could be the best. I don't have it, though, on PS1. But this one here is, if you like Tony Hawk, this is one of the more popular games of the series. Only 3 more games left. And this one doesn't have the manual, and the case for it is broken. And that is Toy Story 2, Buzz Lightyear to the Rescue. Now, this is just like the PS1 and N64 games. PS1 and N64 Toy Story 2 I'm talking about. Yeah, it's pretty good. Although the way you save in that game is a little bit different. I don't like that. But up next is Zombie Revenge. And yes, it says Zombie Revenge, not Zombies Revenge. But this is pretty interesting. I think it's like an arcade shooter type game or whatever. On-rail shooter or something. It's pretty good. And the last one, which I do not have the manual for, and that is 102 Dalmatians, Puppies to the Rescue. And yeah, that'll do it for this Dreamcast collection. I'll see y'all for my next video.